and I didn't count them officially. But he mentioned Ohio State at Minnesota, 8 o'clock on Fox. Now, again, what I think we fail to recognize or remember about Ohio State a year ago when they came into the Sugar Bowl and beat Clemson like a drum in the second quarter was the fact that that was a team that only had played 6 games. Whatever it ended up being. Was it 5, I think, coming into that ball game against Clemson? And so, whether or not you bought into the fresh leg syndrome, that Clemson could have been a little more worn down, more games. And again, these are all college kids. They should all be healthy enough to play. I'm not denying that. But it's not as if 1 year ago, Ohio State had to put together the biggest and baddest body of work to get into the college football playoff. And what we don't know about that ball club, and again, it was 6 games coming into that matchup against Clemson. They had 3 games canceled. Their game at Maryland, at Illinois, and their game against Michigan. But a season ago, with the way the schedule was set up and everything in the Big Ten, they didn't play Minnesota. And PJ Fleck is a tremendous coach who's got a program that had a couple of years ago just a ton of energy and excitement behind it. And I'll be honest with you, when you think about Ohio State in 2020 and a lack of a body of work, I mean, they got beat 52-24 by Alabama. That's the same score I believe Alabama beat Texas A&M by the way. And again, I don't, has nothing to do with how you feel or don't feel about Clemson or felt about Clemson, whether you're a Tiger, Gamecock, Bulldog, Yellow Jacket, or Seminole. We're just focused on Ohio State here. I mean, that's a season opener that, in my opinion, doesn't necessarily raise calls for concern, but it is a road game at night against a program that's had some momentum behind it and a coach who I don't think that you have to be concerned that the Gophers won't be up for that game and that the house won't be rocking for that matchup. And again, last year was just a weird year. I mean, last year was just a strange season. And it's almost like if you look at it, you could throw the year ago away, like 2020. You could just throw it away. And, the last time we really saw Minnesota clicking on all cylinders or whatever you want to call it, they finished, 11-2? And again, I don't know that necessarily translates to any success in 2021, but it's not like Ohio State's opening up with cream puff U out of the gate either. I mean, they're going on the road in conference. And let me see, how many games did they play on the road last year in their shortened schedule? They played at Illinois. No, hold on. Sorry, let me get Ohio State there. I clicked on Minnesota's schedule from a season ago. So Ohio State last year, road games, mind you. And again, this is a new starting quarterback. We still don't know who it'll be. Last season, 2020, they played at Penn State. They played at Michigan State. That's it. They played 2 road games a year ago. So, again, on the road, exciting program in Minnesota and a fan base that will be jacked up to get out there on the gridiron. A coach who's going to have his team ready to go. A coach who, by the way, I love his outfits. I don't talk fashion much here on the program. But I think if I was a guy that wore a tie, I'd dress a lot like PJ Fleck. Like if I could be the PJ Fleck of Clemson with the outfits, I'd probably do it. I probably would. But again, young, enthusiastic, back at it, opening game. You can only imagine how exciting that venue or how electric that venue will be. And again, they went 11-2 in 2019 and won the Outback Bowl, beating, I think it was Auburn. And then in 2020, last year, that weird year, they go 3-4. I don't know that I hold 2020 really against anybody at this point. We'll hit a break. Stay with us.